Hello. Now we are going to talk about the fifth lab experiment, which is router on stick. Now, for here is the configuration where we have used one ISR 4321 router with the interface gigabit 000. A multi-layer switch which interfaces with the router with gigabit Ethernet 1/0/1 and with the VLAN 10 102 and VLAN 20 103. These are the three interfaces of multi-layer switch. Now for configuring the router, go to the CLI of router 1 and here I have written the commands for explanation. In the router, go to the of configure terminal. Then to configure to put up the gigabit Ethernet 000, type int G000 uh, and type no shut will set the interface up and then exit. Similarly, we will configure the sub interfaces of the router, which provides uh, logical division of the uh, three interfaces, which is 0.1, 0.10, and 0.20 for the three VLANs. 0.1 is for the native, that is the management VLAN. 0.10 is for VLAN 10 and 20 is for VLAN 20. Next we give IP. First we enter the interface and type encapsulation dot 1q 1 native, which is for which encaps this provides encapsulation dot 1q provides it is a protocol used for trunking, and native because it is used for management VLAN. VLAN 1 is our management VLAN. We give the IP address 10.1 10.1.1.254 and the subnet mask, and then we exit. Similarly, we give interfaces. Uh, we enter into the interfaces 0.10 and 0.20, which are the sub interfaces of the router. Next, we set the IP addresses. Here we don't specify native because they are not the management VLANs. Uh, so, uh, so configuring the VLAN 10 and 20, we set the IP address as 10.1.10.254 and the subnet mask, and 20.254 for the VLAN 20. Next, to configure multi-layer switch, uh, here uh, here I should mention that the gigabit interface, gigabit Ethernet 101, is this layer, which is switch port mode trunk. This is the trunk, and these two VLAN with the VLAN 10 and VLAN 20 is the access mode. We type in the commands. For similarly, it's for 102. It's for access VLAN. It's for the access mode VLAN 10, and for 103 access mode VLAN 20. Next, uh, after doing this, we we see that if we can ping from VLAN 10 to VLAN 20. The IP addresses of VLAN 20 is 10.10.1.10.0. We get reply from the oh sorry, it's 20.0. We have ping from 10 to 10 only. I'll make the necessary changes. So we get reply from the 20 dot from the VLAN 20 as well, and there's 0% loss. Hence we see that the configuration is correct. And next, for the DHCP configuration of the router, we will close this VLAN. We enter into the CLI interface of the router, go to enable, and on D we set the IP address, excluded address from 10.1 or 10.1 to 10.1.10.10. So we are excluding the IP address from 1 to 10 in VLAN 10. Enter. Okay, I missed one command. It's IP DHCP. IP DHCP excluded address 10.1.10.1 to 10.1.10. And also for VLAN 20, enter. We set the IP DHCP pool for VLAN 10. We entered into the DHCP config in the CLI. We set the network address as 10.1.10.0 and mask 255.255.255.0 network dash address. Its network and the IP address and the subnet mask. We set the default router as 10.1.10.1 and the DNS server as 10.1.1.254. Exit. Similarly, for the DHCP pool VLAN 20, we set the network address default router will be 10. DNS server. Exit. Now we check if the PCs are getting the DHCP addresses or not. Here in static we can see that it's 10.1.10.1 which was set earlier, and clicking the DHCP it is successful. We can see that after the excluded address, the first address is set over here. We excluded till 10.10. Now the set is 10.11. Similarly for VLAN 20, the DHCP is requesting. Similarly, we can see that 20.11 is set. The default gateway and the DNS server is set. Hence, we can say that our DHCP configuration as well as the static configuration is proved and it is working. Thank you.